Hi, I'm Mark Dice, and welcome back to Let's Play Growlanser. Alright, I did some grinding, and let me make sure that this... Alright, there we go. Whew, that was close. I knew Twitch wasn't muted. So, yeah. I don't remember much, because I was so focused on Digital Devil Saga, but I do remember I have this stupid fight with... the Angel Achiel. This is gonna be such a pain in the butt. I did some grinding for about 2 hours on the jerk bags who are roaming around, all the Dulkheim soldiers, which is really nice experience. But before I leave the ruins, I'm gonna go ahead and obviously I got quite a lot of masters. I'm almost done hers. I only need these 3 magics, and then obviously Death, Escape, Raise, and Heal. And then she's done all the magics, and I can switch her ring to something a little more useful. Probably all Intelligence up EX, and then a bunch of these. But she can't learn a lot of these. I'm pretty sure I did all the stuff before. I really don't remember exactly where this is. If I have Valerie, then I'm good. Which I don't know if I do. I should go down to the prison and check. I haven't checked yet because I was just fighting chumps out there. She's doing pretty well. Got most of her stuff. Of course, you know, she's always doing well. But I got her the magics that take her forever to get, like the, no, this is not magic, derp. Like the heal, she's almost done heal, so that makes it a lot easier for me. And then Crevenil, of course, he's working on Rust and Atrophy right now. Then we just need to get whatever magic that is. I think that's Blast, but I'm not sure. It might be something else. But Heal, and then I believe that's Raise. And then he's pretty much done for magics. And then I can just switch him to Nax or Passives. But yeah, it's got quite a lot of them. So yeah, we're pretty much good there. So I'm gonna go down first, and we're gonna check the prison. And if the prison is done, that means that I'm closer than I remember, because I think it was right before the ruins, but we'll see. I haven't the foggiest, because I remember I was frustrated, but I think it's because I didn't want to do the ruins all over again, and also I've been so busy with shit. And I do mean shit. You know, let's kill all of these asswipes. What? Yeah. I think they're worth like 26 or 27 a pop. So, pretty nice to get up levels pretty quickly. Plus there's a lot of them, and all that you have to do is just keep killing them. I mean, they respawn in numbers like this every single time you enter and exit the map. So I was going to put on frame skip, but I had people die, so I wasn't going to put that on. Ring! Ooh, I'm going to have to go get some monster. Alright, well, I'll let this battle play out. And then I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, so I'll be right back. Or, actually, I won't smoke a cigarette. I just smoked a cigarette. I meant go get a monster, derp. Alright, there we go. Ah, nice and comfy. Ooh, hit point drain, level 2. At level 5, it's pretty ridiculous. I probably said smoke a cigarette because I've been saying that all weekend. But like, yeah, I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette because I was tired of being inside. I thought I was drinking. I don't drink much, but man, don't get it. I mean, when I was younger, I liked drinking okay, but I was never big on it. But I'm also the, like, I drink until I get sick, then I drink a little more, and then I throw up, and then I drink more, and then I regret my life decisions. Oh, good. Counter level 1. How about you attack him? Eliza, you attack him, because I'd like Frayne to get. Okay, there we go, good. Ah, good. I got her escape because I figured it'd be helpful. Good. And this time I'm going to remember to buff up, and I'm going to make sure to cycle up Brintier, so that way he can actually, like, fucking do something. Up here, or was it up another screen? It was up another screen. No, it can't be. I figured I was gonna get caught. I don't know, I've just been like, I have like brain scramble from just playing so many games. Tower of Guns was good, but I already broke it. I mean, I've gotten both endings multiple times, and it's fun. I mean, I think I'm like 2 weapons away from having everything unlocked, but it was short and sweet. I'd replay it, but play some more Bloodborne, beat a boss, and then just did a lot of grinding and exploring. I also I played way too much Hotline Miami. I beat Hotline Miami 2, and I'm gonna beat it on hard later this week, but I'm like Hotline Miami'd out because whew, I wrapped up most of the secret endings and all the hidden stuff, and I'm just like, oof. It's just like after a certain time you just get like zoned playing that game, and not in like the good way, like you're like in the zone doing well. You just get like hypnotized and you start like messing up basic things. Also, I started watching Daredevil, which Daredevil's pretty awesome, I have to say. I mean, I was never a huge fan of Daredevil. Like, I know his story like enough to say, but I don't know. I mean, I was never like a huge like, oh man, the new Daredevil's coming out, I gotta see it. I mean, I avoided the Ben Affleck movie like the plague, mostly because I don't like Jennifer Gardner. I think she's creepy looking. And then yeah, I enjoyed the series. It's good, although I didn't watch all of it yet. But I'd rather review watching Powers honestly. Oh yeah, I need to change some gems. Yes. Magic point up might be nice. Petrify attack would be nice. Shadow dodge would be really nice. I think I already have it. Let's do quick attack, because that will be helpful in the battle upcoming. Heal. 2 people learning heal. Heal is so expensive. I think raise only goes to like, I don't think it goes to 5. I think it only goes to like 3, 4. I think it's 3. It doesn't go up all the way though. Actually it may, because I think it's based on hit points. I can never remember all the different raises throughout games. But yeah, I was debating playing and just trying to finish Styx, but after all the drinking and stuff, I was so out of it, I knew that there was no way I'd finish Styx. I need to, like, be in the mood for stealth games, especially after playing Hotline Miami. Like, playing Bloodborne even felt, like, slow-paced. Played a fair bit of Woe Dave. Woe Dave was pretty good. I mean, most of the Bit Trip Runner games are really good. Like, from that whole group of indie developers. Which, I don't understand, like, the hate for indie games. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't like it. Because it'd be one thing if it was, like, indie games that were shit. Because there's a fair amount of those. And by fair, I mean there's way too many, like, shit indie games. But at the same time, like, there are a lot of really good indie games. I mean, Binding of Isaac, Tower of Guns. Man, you just keep failing to steal. Woe Dave is great. Bit Trip Runner. Super Meat Boy, that's for damn sure. But there are even like lesser known ones that are really good and really impress. I mean, Aru's Awakening was disappointing, but that's just me. Like, I'm sure for other people it's probably great. For me, not as much. I also don't like games where you're timed on levels. I've never liked that. Like, it's one thing to like say like, oh, here's your time, but like to like throw an award in your face. I'm just gonna quick heal. And it's like, oh, you only got bronze. It makes me want to replay it, especially if you give me the option. I'll just keep replaying it, and then I get really bored because I'm replaying the same level. And it makes it worse when it's like you can replay a level, but you need skills in order to get like higher levels or to get faster at it, which drives me bonkers. Because like I want to get it, but then I play like the next level and it unlocks an ability that allows me to like get gold in the previous. Nice. Counter time. I was hesitant on getting counter because counter is actually kind of annoying. Only because if you're grinding, there's a lot of times where, you know, you want to defend to, you know, give somebody else a chance to kill it, i.e. Frayne or Eliza, but then they'll counter and it like ruins the whole deal. And I don't like that. No sir, don't like it one bit. But yeah, so I don't know. That's the only reason, especially with Leona. Leona counters like crazy, which is good, but it's also bad. Because it means she gets like 3 times as many kills as the next nearest person. And then eventually you just have to take her out of the party to let somebody else get a chance to kill something. Petrified. I mean, Leona already gets enough attacks as it is. I thought she already got hit point drain level 2. Maybe it was magic point drain level 2? Don't ask me. I just work here. But yeah, I mean, I appreciate recently, like, I feel bad because, like, people have been messaging me and I haven't had time to message back. So, I don't know, I feel like bad because I'm not messaging people back. But also, I'm not a huge fan of, like, hey, you have a YouTube channel that has a lot of views. Do you want to subscribe to me? It's like, no. I do have enough subscriptions, although I never can find anything to watch, but that's the TV paradox. You have a million channels, but there's nothing to watch. But, I don't know. For me, I don't know. Somebody has to, like, strike me right to like their channels. And also, I'm rare to subscribe. I don't know why. I just, like, I don't know. Or hit the like button for anything. I hate voting for anything. Although I wish on YouTube I had an option to, like, describe, so even if I, like, searched for a video, I wouldn't find them. Because I'm getting really sick of finding, like, the same 4 LP channels. Or, like, I look up, like, under my gaming, under gaming, and all it is, like, crap Minecraft videos. Ugh. Oh, good. So, I don't know. I mean, if I wanted to play Minecraft, I'd go play Minecraft, but does that mean everybody got a level? You did not get a level. Okay. And all the time, YouTube on PS4, when I watch it through there, always tries to put, like, PewDiePie, or PewDiePie, whatever, and, Markiplier, and I can't stand either of their channels. I mean, I can't stand either of them, and I think it's mostly due to the fact that they're, like, so... I guess overtly positive about everything they play. Like, they could play a game that, like, barely functions for most people, but they'll record it and be like, this is a great game. And also, like, for me, like, if something happened just down the line and I was like, you know, someone was like, oh, check out my game, like, it's amazing, I wouldn't, like, if I didn't like the game, I would outright tell them. I mean, I don't like to pull punches with people and be like, oh no, it's good, you're doing a wonderful job. I do say for indie games, Axiom Verge was good, just not great for me. But, I don't know, I could see other people just, like, loving it. But yeah, all back to the hate on indie games. Ugh. Indie games are kind of an important thing to have, just in general. Alright. Let's see. For the prison... Probably should have just checked my key items. Oh well. I think I did it before the prison, but it doesn't hurt. A little extra experience. Although you've seen it all before. I mean, I won't say I take like a high ground on anything. Okay, so I haven't done the prison yet. Fair enough. But I wouldn't promote a game that I didn't like. I think the only recent game I really promoted heavily was Hand of Fate, which I don't usually record things that soon. I don't know. Oh, that also reminds me I have to send somebody an Axiom Verge video. I have to go find that place again. Like places where you can like jump through the walls. That's also because you're like inside the loaded buffer. Okay, good. I'm really glad I didn't head up somewhere else. We already saw this. So I'm just like kind of fast skipping through it. I'm pretty sure I got everything in here. Still bothers me that I can't find the spell book. I may have just missed something. Yeah, whatever. Let's just rest. I'm just gonna double check. Because I have a feeling that it's supposed to be there. Because I think if you let Elena die, it's supposed to be there. No, Elena. Was it Elena? I don't remember. Well, anyway. Actually, before, so I'm debating just fighting them, just for the experience. Yeah, then I can finish that. You need a new... Here, have that. Almost done. Ailment Guard 2. That would be really great. Owl Vision was short. Give her Soul Smasher. Soul Smasher doesn't take too long. Well, either way, let's start from while I was grinding, I was going from the bottom up, just to make sure people had older skills, just to get them out of the way. I'd rather take Analyze with something else, because Analyze is pretty much useless. Let's just give you that. but I don't know. I have too many games to play right now. I'm gonna play Never Alone either today or tomorrow. I'll let you know how it is. It looks to be pretty good. I've heard good things about it. Alright, well, Rust and Atrophy are done. No, you can just move up there and defend. Or move over there. What the fuck are you doing, Eliza? Stop creeping on Crevenel. Yeah, my wife and I had a long talk about decisions in games. And I don't know, decisions in games are one of those tricky points. Because, like, the decisions in this, in a way, feel a little bit more pushed. And I know a lot of people don't like that when your decisions have, like, huge impacts based on, you know, how well you do or whatever. But I think in a way that makes it more interesting to, like, wonder what happens. Especially if, like, you get better the second time around, or, like, you have a plus game. And that's where I think, like, replayability shines. But we had a long talk about, like, Dragon Age and stuff like that. And, mostly about Romancing Iron Bull. But, like, I don't know, Dragon Age really isn't my game. I don't really like it. I didn't like the earlier Dragon Ages. And I don't know, I think it's just something about it. I guess, I don't know. I don't know even know how to explain it, but I play it, and I feel like the game is trying to, like, fluff waste my time, I guess is the best way to put it. Like, it feels like it's actively trying to make things take longer than necessary. Like, that's one of my pet peeves with, like, a lot of voice-acted stuff, is that reading is faster, but voice acting does, like, flesh out characters, so it's kind of a give and take. Like, I would prefer if this game was done, because I think it would, I don't know, allow for character personalities to shine a little bit more. And I don't know. I think that the tone of the way things are said helps a lot in a game, and I totally forgot to re-equip him, didn't I? Yes, I did. And I think that sometimes that tone is, like, lost in reading it. You can't be like, angrily, he says. Oh, I'm also playing Bastion. Speaking of strange voiceovers. I mean, I like Bastion, but I've seen the whole game through, so... I mean, it's fun, it's just slow. I don't know, it's not... The problem is that there's, like, no real replayability to it. I mean, unfortunately... Like, Transistor, I had fun playing through it a second time. There was a lot more hidden stuff to pick up on. Things like that. But Bastion, it just doesn't feel that way. Oh, good. You finished that. Yeah, let's get your magic point up. I'm gonna be, like, rearranging all of these soon. Oh, this is gonna get interesting. So I probably should have healed. But... okay, sure, attack the guy over there. I don't know. Bastion is what it is. That's the other thing I need to do. Yeah, you can just get rid of that. I have a feeling I'm going to be tossing a lot of rings. Let's go do that. But I don't know. I mean, if it was my first time playing it, I'd be like super, wow, this is awesome. But I don't know. I guess it's one of those like it's too late kind of things. Like I get it if you don't have a PC and you've never played it or you've lived under a rock. And you haven't played Bastion yet, I understand. I mean, granted, I got it for free, so I really can't complain. But I just want to play through it myself to play through it. And it's really weird how I've watched a lot of people play it. And it's kind of strange how so many people had so much difficulty with parts. And I'm already like halfway through the game and I haven't even like gotten really critical on my health, except for throwing myself off ledges looking for secrets. But I mean that's just because I'm curious. But I don't mean, overall, I mean, I think it's worth a playthrough. I don't know. And also, I'm going to mention this, speaking of things that are, like, generally irrelevant, like Bastion's not new and exciting anymore, so it's generally irrelevant. I saw a preview for something that made me laugh. Somebody sent it to me, and I absolutely lost my shit. First off, let's get a little backstory. My cousin got an Xbox One, which I think is incredibly stupid. Even if you got it as a gift, man, trade it in and get a PS4. Go get a PC. But he got an Xbox One for whatever reason. And, so, you know, there's a few games, I guess. And, they made this whole big stink, which this is the one thing that always bothers me about Xbox, is that they make these big stinks about, like, oh, all these, you know, well, especially X-Bone fans love saying, like, oh, overhyped machine, the games really aren't that good, oh, look at the order, it failed. It's like, okay, stop. Like, yes, the order was short. It wasn't awful, but it was short. It just wasn't phenomenal, and it wasn't what they made it out to be. Understandable. It's you know, console stuff when it first comes out. But I mean, the Xbox One, like, absolute failure games. Like, let's talk about Rise. Like, let's have a deep conversation about Rise. Like, I would rather play Order 1886 any day of the week than play Rise. Okay, criminal, you can stop being freaking moron and go down here and kill him. Or, you know, pretty much any of the other, like, ooh, Xbox exclusive. Well, anyway, so the person I knew was hyped about Project Spark, and they thought it would be something great. However, they've since bought a PS4 because they can't stand how awful their Xbox One experience has been. Oh yeah, and also, you know, Master Chief Collection. Ooh. First off, you're playing Halo. Like, talk about a game that was dead like 12 years ago. But you know, it's like the Minecraft of Xbox. But speaking of which, a lot of people play that too on Xbox, which is just stupid. Anyway, moving on. They had Project Spark, which was really stupid, and failed to live up to any of its promises. And now to, you know, revitalize interest in Project Spark, they were doing a Conquer for Project Spark. Oh, talk about a game that had its chance. I mean, first off, Conker's Bad Fur Day for N64 was a piece of shit. If it wasn't for the fact that it was the most adult game on N64, it would be garbage. I mean, it's... Let's see. It's just one of those things where it's like, it was overhyped. It's the same thing when people mention GoldenEye and say, like, GoldenEye revolutionized console shooters. It's like, no, it didn't. Stop saying that. Just because it was the first one you played on N64, you friggin' indigent scrub, does not mean at all that it somehow revolutionized the system. But anyway, Conker in no way was revolutionary. No way was it good. It was a bad game. I mean... Oh, you're fighting a poop monster. How hilarious is that? It's a monster made out of poop. Do you guys get it yet? Oh my god. I should have just kept going up, but I wasn't thinking. And it was generally unfunny. It had terrible controls and just generally a bad game. But again, since it was like the oh ho ho, look, cartoon characters cursing, isn't that hilarious? Like, I mean, I thought we were over this, like, in like, Sega Genesis with, like, Clay Fighter. Like, things that look cutesy but are not. But, so that game came out, and I was like, okay, good, it's Rare, they'll make one game and then they'll never touch it again, like the typical Rare software way of doing stuff. Like, it's rare for them to make a sequel. They literally came out with the one for Xbox and the 360, the Live and Reloaded, which I played the demo of it, and I was like, this is unplayable garbage. This is just, like, unacceptable as a game. Like, it was ugly. You would just, like, instantly die for no reason. Like, that stupid Battlefield, I, like, walked out and I just, like, died. It was like, oh no, I died. I'm like, ugh. That Conker voice is so it's literally like that puppet guy comedian of video games. Or, like, the Tosh of video games. It's not really funny, but idiots think it's funny. And, so Live and Reloaded came out, and, like, you know, I was working at GameStop at the time, and so many people just, like, returned it, because they were like, this game is stupid. Like, the multiplayer was broken, like, had all sorts of issues, and it wasn't anything remotely revolutionary or interesting. They just said, like, well, here's a generic third-person shooter with Conker in it. Oh, by the way, we censored it heavier than the N64 version. And, oh man, it was just awful. And there was like no jokes. Like, let's be serious. The first like 3 hours of the game are like no jokes. And when they are, they're like not even funny jokes. It's like toilet humor that people were over with like years ago. Like, hey guys, did you hear a fart yet? A fart! It's like, okay, look, people, when you release this, South Park had been out for several years. Like, we got it. Like, if we need toilet humor, we can look to something else that's actually funny. Like, the tutorial for Stick of Truth was funnier than the whole of Conquer Live and Reloaded. And that's not necessarily an opinion about it, it's just the truth. And critics raved about it, but again, that was the era where, you know, you made a game, you paid for your, you know, your beautiful ratings, which was a common thing, especially for 360 games. You'd pay for a good rating, and then people would laud how great your game is, nobody would buy it, or people would buy it and be like, wow, this game really sucked. And that was that. Get out of my way, people. But it's... don't want to go to the ruins one. Actually, I'm not that bad. No, I'm not that bad. I was thinking I was hurt way worse. But... it was just dumb. And anyway, so... that didn't sell well. Believe it or not, Conquer Live and Reloaded sold less than 1 million. It was about 7 million copies worldwide, which that's pretty piss poor. Wait. This is not the place. No, it's back on the screen. I'm so scrambled. But yeah, I mean, it was just a bad game. It didn't do well. So them saying, first off, Xbox One, which I should have totally done that, which isn't doing very well. Plus, you know, like Project Spark really not being that good, and then saying like, oh, well, now we're gonna throw Conquer into it. It's like, okay, look. You can, you know, put as much frosting as you want on a turd, but it's still a turd. Like, you're just gonna have to face facts that it sucks. And that's it. Like, there's no way, like, around this. It's just the facts. And the facts say that your game sucks. And it's amazing that I can just keep rediscarding this ring over and over again. And some things just can't be helped. Like, it would be like if they came out with like a free expansion content for the Order 1886. It wouldn't make it any better. People would still be disappointed even with, you know, free add-ons. But that's just because the game isn't that great. So, I mean, again, you can't put frosting on a turd and make it any better. And so anyway, I leave a comment like, wow, let's take something irrelevant and add something even more irrelevant to it. Because, I mean, seriously, at this point, like, it's been a decade since the last Conquer game came out and did not do well. You know, that should tell you something. I mean, it's been, what, almost like... yeah, it's been like 15 years about since... maybe a little bit longer, maybe it's like 17 years since the first Conquer came out. So if your plan is to release a game once every 10 years, first off, not even like made by the people who made the original Conquer, which would be an added benefit for fans. So I'd get it that like a fandom would like it, but fandom sales don't equal relevant or equal, you know, something big. Like, take for example Working Designs that made, you know, Growlanser and games like that. There is a big fandom for it, but it doesn't make it relevant or, you know, anything more. I realize that Growlancer is generally an underrated, unappreciated series. Like, you know, Beyond Good and Evil. It was liked by critics, but didn't do well, and it ultimately became kind of an irrelevant game. So, if they released like a remastered Beyond Good and Evil, you know, people would be interested, but it still probably wouldn't do that well. I mean, it's like the Abe's Odyssey thing. Like, they re-released Abe's Odyssey, and yeah, that's great, but if it wasn't free on Plus, nobody would give two shits about it. There'd be a few people who'd be like, oh, this is a classic, and buy it, but again, that's fandom, and fandom doesn't make things better. Most of the time, fandom makes things worse. So anyway, that point aside, somebody with the name Naruto commented on it, and which first off is just lame. Like, Naruto ended last year, like, and it's been dead for quite a long time, and it's, in my honest opinion, I don't like it, and even people I know who are big, like, Naruto fans were sick of it years ago. But it seems to have gotten the Dragon Ball Z treatment, where you can just keep shoveling shit out and people will go ahead and eat it. But Dragon Ball Z has been like a dead irrelevant like show game for years. So it's kind of ridiculous to, like, it would be like if they restarted Dragon Ball Z and did like updated graphics. It would be worse. People would be like, ugh. I mean, nobody's out there crying like, oh my god. Well, there probably is someone because of fandom. But there probably is someone crying for another Dragon Ball Z or new Naruto series. But, you know, and then this person was like, oh, blah, 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 it's totally relevant. People still love Conquer. It's like, yeah, like 12 people. People who grew out of Nintendo and moved to Xbox because they didn't like Sony. Because Sony was steadily putting Nintendo in the grave with everything that it was doing. So, yeah, whatever. Yeah, cry about it. And if they loved Conquer so much, why didn't, you know, more than like, what was it, like 5 million people? Like, why did it sell less than 5 million copies? Didn't even become like a platinum hit. Like, it just, I mean, the facts don't add up here. So anyway, I mean, seriously, the Banjo-Kazooie Xbox 360 remakes did better. What was it? Not the newest one that's coming out, but there was another one. I think it was just remakes of Banjo-Kazooie and Tatooine. I don't remember off the top of my head. Sold better than Conquer. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Playboy game probably sold more than that. I know the Guy game did, just because you got to see boobs for like half a second if you answered a bunch of questions right. But that is the power of breasts, for some reason. Still don't get that one. But anyway, so yeah, it was a string of comments about, I was just like, yeah, well, you know what? Conquer is not relevant, and it's just about as relevant as your name. And it's amazing how people are like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's irrelevant. It's like, no. If you asked a lot of gamers, like, are you excited about Conquer and Project Spark getting together? They'd probably think you were on drugs. If they were really into video games, they would probably be like, oh, why? Is it coming out for, you know, PC? Or is it coming out for, you know, PS4? Otherwise, they wouldn't give two shits. I mean, it's just, it's really reaching and hoping that they can at least get some core people. Like, I don't know anyone that'd be like, you know what console I'm buying? The one that has Conquer. That's like one of those said by nobody ever kind of things. But anyway, it really is just sad how they just don't bother to make a case for it, to say like, look, Conquer died 10 years ago. Like, his Great Rebirth did not end up well. It didn't do well. So, you know, that would state that, you know, Conquer's kind of over with. we've kind of moved on from that. And some people just are like, yeah, well, no, they haven't, not at all. And and like, people don't understand that fandoms aren't good. Like, it's good to be a fan, and that's okay. But it's just kind of ridiculous in a game that's 10 years old. I mean, it's like the people who are like, oh, Netflix might be remaking Firefly. Firefly is dead. Like, sorry to break the news to you, but Firefly is dead. I'm sorry if you don't like this, but it's true. Firefly is dead. You can come out with all the Settlers of Catan or whatever you want, or you can go to whatever convention and shake hands with the actors and crew. But let's face it, the show's dead. It had a second chance, and it had a movie, and it died. Like, you know, the fans did not speak. And the fandom essentially gave it a movie, and after that, it wasn't enough to sustain it to make more. Because I watched that movie, even though I've only seen like 2 episodes of Firefly, because I know a million people are like, oh my god, you have to see it, the best movie ever! And then I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this even about? Like, why do I give 2 shits about any of these people? Like, they have not made a case for me to like any of these characters. And I guess it's the same thing with the series. I never liked Firefly. I just never did. I thought it was like a... Oh, I guess I can't attack that guy yet. Like, I thought it was like a... Like... Let's just say a poor man's Defiance. Even though Defiance is newer. But I'm just saying, it's like a poor man's Defiance. Like, Defiance is an interesting western taking place on a planet, whereas Firefly is a bunch of people just roaming around the galaxy being bums. And living in like a weird Star Trek thing, but not having any Star Trek tech or development. But there's no logical reason for a lot of things in it. Like, you have a super advanced society that can build starships, but can't, you know, build some pretty basic things for, you know, human safety and concern. I don't know, it just some things didn't add up. I don't know, I mean, see, the problem about, like, the American West expansion and doing westerns over stuff is that you need a certain amount of, like, technical ability and skill in order for societies to function properly. And in Firefly, they made no case for that. It's like, everybody's an outlaw. Okay, well, maybe it was more like a really poor man's Cowboy Bebop with less interesting characters. And again, it's opinion. But, again, the fandom brought it back, and it didn't do much for it, so it didn't get re-aired or put back on TV. I mean, it's simple as that. But anyway, moving back to Conquer, and off my Firefly distaste. Like, granted, I wasn't a fan of Conquer, but I knew people who were, more than enough people who are huge fans of Conquer. Will they be excited about a Conquer remake? Not really. I mean, I talked to a whole bunch of people about it, and they were like, I really could give 2 shits less. And I mean, literally, it's like a death throw. They're just like, oh my god, please! Oh yeah, I still don't have an item guy. Alright, well, I need to get rid of rings anyway. This episode hasn't been going anywhere yet. It's just been me rambling for the past hour. But I don't know. Saying you don't like Firefly is such like an unpopular opinion. People get so like openly butthurt about it, or like, why don't you like it? How about you watch the entire box set that I happen to have in my hand right now? Like, nah, I'll pass. And I've had more than enough people, like, you know, offer to show it to me. And I've seen enough of it, and I don't really even like it that much. It's everything but attack. That's a pretty fucking nice ring. But, I don't know, that's just my thing. I've never been one to jump into fandoms. Like, I loved Kingdom Hearts, but the games literally ruined themselves because of the fandom. Alright, what is that? Attack 18. Yeah, we can do better than Attack 18. That one would be good. Just give it a little more movement. That would be better all around. All I need to do is change the gem slot. That one would also be good. Give her, well, she doesn't really need more hit points, but still. So I don't know. Basically, regardless of fandom, it doesn't make anything any more or less relevant. So I don't know. I don't get why people would rush to such defense. And it's literally only like 2 people. And of course, like, it always comes down to, like, you're just being a troll. Like, no, I stated my case, and you just don't want to hear it because you have your freaking, like, tongue so far up. You know, things that aren't interesting animore's ass that you, like, just, no, you have your tongue right up the fandom's ass. And therefore, like, you know, you are seeing things through a jaded perspective. Granted, I am too, but I mean, I can at least use facts to correct them. It's one thing to just be like, yeah, it's your opinion, and it's like, no. And they're like, who knows what the future holds for this? I was like, well, I'll tell you one thing that doesn't hold, is sudden turnaround success. That might be a little more helpful. Yeah, let's go ahead and equip it. Yeah, shut up. Alright, 10 and 15. We can do the 20 and 15. 26. I want to give her more hit points. I know this is like the least interesting thing I could be doing right now. But, yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter, I'll deal with this in a moment. Alright. That one ring that has a little bit of everything. This one. Yes. Still have a dandy book. Yeah, those are so nice. Just because you grind back up levels so you keep all your points. There's a way to farm them later, so I'm probably going to farm them later and keep using them and lower everybody down to like level 20 and then have them kill a whole bunch of monsters. And you can use all the like EXs and gain like +3, so you can like max out your stats obscenely high. Alright, where is... that I had so many. I should probably use them because I'm probably just throwing them away. There we go. No. Oh, I need to go buy some of those. I think they sell them somewhere. They're expensive though, but whatever. Don't matter. No. I believe it's Ordinal that sells the life drops. Yeah. I also need to purchase items again. That one changed, so I'll just use a left drop on that. I should look. I wish I had a store inventory one so I could just go get them. I wish I had an items guy. Damn it, I wish I had all these things. But yeah, so basically it was a short internet argument. Which I love arguing on the internet, I really do. And not to like troll people, but like in seriousness, when people are like wrong. Like all the like, you know, mercury causes autism. Oh my god, shut up! Like, we already know what causes autism. They figured it out a little bit ago. And their working theory seems pretty accurate from the panel and controls they did. I thought there was an item shop in here that I could use. Ah, there it is. I'm being an idiot. Please tell me you sell... Actually, you know what? I could just sell all the rings. Making money! There you go. Now that your ears have been blown out by the annoying sounds. Right. Yeah, let's just max out on these. Those are dumb. Alright. I wonder if it works on all of them. Okay. Oh, I see what it's doing. Oh, well, that's convenient. It changes all of them. So everybody should be good now. Okay, yeah. That's the reason why hers are still X'd out, is because they need to use fairy tears. So she needs 8s for hers. I might have to teleport back to use my fairy tears. Alright, well she's good for 8. Actually, I should probably just raise it to 8. Yeah, let's... Do you sell fairy tears? You do. You are my friend. Let's just buy all your fairy tears. You know, somewhere in a factory, there's fairies being punched repeatedly just to get their tears. Has that equipped? Let's see. Alright, well everybody's good here. We're golden. Ah, I like that. So nice. Anyway, moving on. Man, you just can't avoid douchebags here. That's fine. Experience. Well, ignore the rants, so you can getting on. Because I really would like to just... I would say I'd love to get this game over with, but the amount of content I have left, that's not happening anytime soon. Also, I am debating on what to play next. I have some pretty bizarre games lined up. I downloaded a bunch of games that I have, and then a bunch of games that are, you know, region locked and stuff. But I don't know. I want to play something that I've never played before. Just do some blind stuff. As much as I want to do like something bigger, like do like a Vagrant Story or like Valkyrie Profile or something interesting and intense. With Growlancer, it eats up so much time doing stuff outside of it that I don't know if it's worth it to start something else big. I might just finish up TurboGrafx, just do like a day where I play a TurboGrafx game to death. Just like one day out of the week, play some random TurboGrafx game. Which actually, with this controller, works out incredibly well. Although I have to use the analog stick because the D-pad on this blows. It's like the Xbox D-pads, which are fucking garbage. I like hard buttons, and the PlayStation 4 D-pad is pretty good. It's not the best. I like the PlayStation 2, 1, 2, and 3's D-pad a lot better. But that's also because I'm very particular about them. Like, I don't like rocker ones where they're essentially an analog stick. I've never liked them, so it makes some games harder to play. But, I don't know. I'll see. I may just play some small, short little games first, or do like some GBA games just to get them out of the way. But I would need numbers from all my subscribers. Oh, it's convenient to level up. I was about to walk down, and then I was like, no, we're going up now. Hopefully we can avoid assholes on the way up. Alright, well anyway, let's get to defeating Achiel. I also feel like Monday Growlancer is tough because most of it's like recouping. Mostly because I have to do a lot of grinding and moving stuff around and all sorts of shit like that. Also, unfortunately, my channel art update is quite delayed at the moment. With everything going on this weekend, there was no time for my wife to work on it. And with shit going on at work, she is too busy to do it. So I was debating putting up something generic, but I don't know. I've always been a fan of like no frills. I hate when people have like too much channel art, or they focus too much on things that are irrelevant to the videos. I guess that's just personal taste. Also, I have to say, I love Philadelphia for what it is, but at the same time, man, we ate at a place, and I really hate how there's no polite way for people to say, like, you guys need to be at least, like, you know, 20 feet from our doorway. Like, look, there's nowhere within 20 feet of a doorway around here. So we had to, like, walk up the street in order to, like, have a cigarette. And it was like, it wasn't like it was just me. It was like 5 people, and we were standing there smoking, and literally there was like whole groups of people standing there. And it's so stupid because it's like, you know, now you're just making like a condensed, clogged area of people smoking. And like, I'm not a big fan of restricting anybody doing anything, except for, like, I don't know, like spreading something like paint or like car paint in public, or like people washing their cars in public. Not like in public, but like there was a guy washing his car like on the street on like a little narrow one way, and he was like blocking up half this fucking street. And like, I get that, but like, because it's like a general inconvenience, but like, I don't know, I feel like the smoking stuff is just a bunch of whining people, and it just, like, all the people were like walking by like and it's like, you're not actually coughing, you're doing it just to be a dick. But there's no polite way for someone to be like, move away. And the worst part is the person who had to ask us to move away, like, came over and was like smoking with us. Like, ugh. And there are so many trust fund people and people that are like hipster douchebags, and like, ugh. Somebody gave us like a dirty look because we were making fun of the food there, because it was like gluten-free burrito. And it's like, no, fuck you. Fuck you. That's douche food. And I ate a friggin' $26 friggin' chimichanga that, first off, you do not make a chimichanga and not put hot sauce and cheese over the top of it. Who the fuck do you think you are to do that? It was $26 and it was this little tiny thing. Like, I could have gone to Baja and gotten like 4 freaking chimichangas for the same price. Baja Fresh, mind you, for people. And for like half the cost, and it would have tasted better. And there would have been fucking cheese and other stuff. They gave me like a tomatillo salad, and it was literally like a spoonful. And it wasn't even good. I think it's up another. Okay, well, not this far, obviously. Ah, balls. But, and parking was atrocious, and there was literally like a guy on a bike who was just like ignoring stop signs, cutting people off, and like we encountered him like 3 or 4 times. And it was just, I don't like going to Northern Liberties or other places, and I know it's like up and coming, but man, is it filled with like douchey people. And there's nothing worse than like walking around and there's like hippie chicks that are braless, which just looks tacky. Like, I don't care if you wear a bra or not, but it's one thing if you don't wear a bra and then you wear like a paper thin shirt, so I can see like your disgusting oversized pierced nipples, and then like in that paper thin tank top you're also have like copious amounts of armpit hair sticking out of the side. Like, oh yeah, au natural, that's nice and all, but you look gross. Like, you just look gross. Like, you have to take a little grooming for yourself, like, even if it's like 5 minutes to make yourself not look like a total asshole. Like, I like girls with dreadlocks, mind you, but like, it's one thing if you're a girl with dreadlocks and you have like no body hygiene. whatsoever, because that's gross. It's one thing that you're already, it's bad enough that you're like washing your hair, not washing your hair, or like treating your hair to make it get dreadlocks. But it's a whole other thing to just be like, I don't give a fuck how I look because people should like me because I, you know, wear deodorant that doesn't actually protect me. I cover myself with patchouli because I don't shower because it's a communist propaganda or some shit like that. It's just gross, and you smell bad, and people can smell you, and look, I don't care that your nipples are sticking out, but it's gross because you have gigantic pierced nipples, and that's gross. I mean, it would be like me walking with like my balls hanging out, or like putting like a light sheet over my balls and being like, yep, alright, seriously? There it is. Jesus, took long enough. But, the place was just full of them. And, like, couples where you can't, like, who are, like, androgynous, where you're like, wait, which one's a man and which one's a woman? Like, I'm not, like, one of those, like, oh my god, gender stereotypes. But, like, at the same time, like, girls that have more armpit hair than their boyfriend, or like their boyfriend has their armpit shaved, and they're like making women, you know, forcibly shave their armpits is disgusting, and you're sexist for doing it. And it's like, but telling your boyfriend he has to shave his armpits and making him all metrosexual is perfectly okay. I don't know. It's this creepy double standard. I say creepy because it is fucking creepy. Not any longer. Oh no, I'm usually pretty critical of people, but it's worse when it's like, I don't know, just like looking at these people, I just want to like punch them. Alright, just as a backup, doesn't appear to function. I thought there was something else here. Ow, don't buzz me. I don't know. And also we went to a place called the Barcade. And, like, you know, arcade bars are pretty cool. But it's worse when there's a bunch of just hipster douchebags. Like, we were there, and there was literally, like, someone spilled, I don't know, their fucking Sierra Nevada on one of the things. Or... Alright. Okay, I think this is the one I'm supposed to read. But... I like how he just snuck in. Ugh. I was just like so incensed. They were just like everywhere. Like herpes. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and save state here. And I'm actually going to be right back. I'm gonna go do something real quick, and I'll be right back. It's been about an hour and a half anyway, so hold on one second. But yeah, it's a tragedy to see people go into a place called a barcade, spill their beers all over half of the consoles, or half of the cabinets, and half of them not even working because people are spilling shit all over them. And people just outright disrespecting them. And then on top of that, like, just some of the dumbass things people said. Like, what was it? Oh my god, there's something that was, like, so abysmally stupid, I, like, almost face-palmed myself to death. Oh god, what was it? Oh, yeah. They had a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cabinet, and someone was like, oh my god, I can't believe they made an arcade game for this. This must be, like, new. And I was like, this cabinet was made, like, 20 years ago. Like, what the fuck are you, what's wrong with you? Just like, it's just full of hipster douchebags. My cousin likes going there. I don't like going there. I don't like going to bars, period. But that one's like abysmally bad. And it's just, it's the douchebags. It's literally the douchebags. It's not even like regular douchery. It's like, I can't even describe. It's like 10,000 mega douches. And like, okay, first off, there's a lot of people there who have like side of their head shaved with a pompadour on top and then wear like a pink t-shirt. Quick save again. Wear like a pink t-shirt to be like hip and ironic. And, ugh. It's like, in the 90s, we made fun of people who dressed like that. Like, it was a thing that was, like, in movies, we made fun of people because they were like that. Ooh, getting nauseous. First things, we need knack. Dash. Knack. Dash. Spells. Do you have bind? You do not. Let's get you a cycle up. Let's see, is your cycle up less? Let's do bind 3. Akio! Can't bind him. God, Brint here. Okay, Brint here, could you please catch up to him? Yep, look at that. Brint here couldn't even catch up to him. Look at that bullshit. I mean, seriously, like, what the fuck? Okay, blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry to go on such a rant. I was just, like, so frustrated this weekend with that kind of stuff. Like, I did get to play X-Men with a double screen cabinet, which is great. I mean, don't get me wrong. What? What the fuck was that? Alright, let's see if they say any other way. I'm gonna have to like read through all this. let's go ahead and put this as save state slot 1 and save it so that way I don't have to ever see that again. Max dash Mac dash yeah. Wish I had. What I should do is permanence, actually. God, Brintier, why do you suck so much? Probably can't do that. I have a feeling this battle is just going to be one of those shit battles. Let's see. Just do Protect 3. Yeah, shut up. Of course, Carbonell missed. Go ahead and counter. That probably won't work. Not bad. I probably should have given them gems that would help a little bit more. Or spellstones, whatever. Yeah, he's not taking that much damage. I could do Berserk, but that's not gonna help. That hurts just a little bit. Let's use Pierce Strike. Pierce Strike is pretty effective. Hold on. I'm getting like massive text messages, so I need to check them real quick. This is like the 4th text message I've got. It's probably from the stupid YouTube, but let's see. Alright, it was my wife messaging me, nothing really important. Fear strike him. Oh my god, with your fucking circle strike. Frontier, get your ass down here. I love how this just doesn't impede the angel at all. Yep, and he wins again. Oh my god. This is like the dumb battle. Actually, I'm gonna do this. Nax. Permanence. don't need to see dash again. This is like the Hans battle all over again. Yeah. I hate like, unless it's like near the end of the battle, I hate the, like, in-between ones, where it's like, well, we're not really, you know... it's not really the end of the battle. Like, oh, it's the beginning of the battle, but now we've seen they've done something different, so now we have to stop you. Ugh, just annoying more than anything. Did you already cast your cycle up? See, I can't see Brent here, so I don't know. Shut up! Seriously. That's the problem, it's just like, with him, it just automatically goes. I mean, you should be able to completely dead stop him with how much we're doing. That should stop him and slow him up, but apparently it's not. Excuse me. Printer really sucks. I should just have everybody attack him. How many hit points does he have? Does it even say? Doesn't even say. Oh, Wisdom Apple, thank you. Yeah, he's gonna get away. Because Brintier decided to stand there like a jackass. Yeah, Brintier's just standing there like a jackass. And it's good to know that permanence doesn't work at all. I wish decoy would work, and it would just he would automatically start like going towards him instead of. You know what? You could just go at it. can just go berserk on him. I don't really even give a fuck. Because this battle seems like it's losing. Just because there's... It's not even that I can't do enough damage, it's just that Brintier is so fucking incapable of getting up there. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you're being useless. Yeah, well, you're not doing anything to help, so shut the fuck up. Alright, now he's gonna get stuck in between them and Eliza. He's probably immune to that. I guess no good? Yep, that's what I figured. I wish I could, like, cast anything on him that would be helpful, but, like, none of it is helpful. Can I, like, thieve him now? Lucky symbol, not really that great. I mean, Impede should stop him for like a really long time. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a fuck about what you do. Or it's probably like you need 3 people to attack him in order to make it work. Oh, 44, thanks for helping out, contributing. Well, this is going much better, except now he's on the move again. Great. Go berserk on him. Ugh, finally. Alright. I'm saving this. God, what a bullshit battle. So yeah, you basically need 3 people attacking him at all times. That's the only way to really, to get it. Bye. Okay. That doesn't look good. Oh, that's some pretty quick casting. I wish I could cast that quick. Hopefully that wasn't Mark Relay. Yeah, there's still another angel. Yeah, you think Achiel would have gone and destroyed that? Fucking lazy angel. Let's see. That's what I figured. You. Well, that sucks for you. Well then. Yeah. Yeah, really. Yeah, let's ignore them for the moment. Because I knew we'd pretty much get into a battle here, so... But yeah. So, I'm glad I actually chose to have Eliza attack there. That was kind of dumb. I wish I had that kind of attack weight, that'd be great. Ah, see? Now, I think I have like 2 dandy books now. I should probably wait to use it because I think we're about to run into somebody else that I might want to save it for. And I don't think dandy books work on people that you don't have in your group yet. Yeah. Cast attack up all you want. I'm still gonna kill you. Probably should have healed. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Might have been nice. Nice. Eliza, since you're being useless and the AI is screwing you, you can go that way. Or down that way. Little suck there. Let's see real quick. He's almost mastered counter already. Alright, well I have quick attack mastered. Could do quick cast. Petrify attack might be nice. Shadow dodge would be really nice. Obviously I finished ailment guard. I think I did that last time. Yeah, I think I have shadow dodge on one of these. Yeah. Let's do that. Damn, we're already almost done magic point up. Magic defense up's almost done. Alright, you need to do yellow. Yeah, hit point up. How about you do that? That sounds great. There's fish in the bath. Petrify attack. Oh, there we go. You can get shadow dodge. Fucking get it. Get it, girl.